Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, Doctor. How are you today?
I'm all right. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks for asking.
Have you got the emails
Yeah. I
from
saw
us?
that. I saw that just now. I was out for a while, till evening. So, so today only I saw that.
Yeah,
I I don't know whether we can go for 8 to 10 2 hours. I don't know. We'll
yeah,
see.
2 hours. Yes, yes. So no worries about the time. If you are available, it's
Yeah.
just join us. Not so long, cause yeah, on November 19th, this is the English one, and the other day is in Chinese for
Okay.
most members. For most members to have a better understanding about the AGM. So,
Yeah.
yeah, welcome anytime. Okay.
Yeah. We'll listen to that. Whenever we can. In between those two times, 8 to 10. Yeah. Somewhere.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just take your time. Yeah, no worries about 2 hours. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, time for us to go ahead with with our study. And at the first beginning, as always, I like to. Oh, time is a bit late. Is a bit early. Shall we get started?
See it again.
Yeah, 3 minutes earlier than before.
No,
And then.
I'll wait for the 3 minutes. I'll wait for 9:30, so that more people will be there. That
Okay, okay.
that's
So
also
I will
important.
play a music. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. Now, how many these people who are following? They are from Australia or some other countries.
Yeah, good question. Most of them are based in internationally, and one in
Mm.
Japan, and the others in Vietnam, and most of them are based in China and also Taiwan.
Ah, that's good. Yeah, very good.
And
Mm.
mostly the attendance about your lecture are around 35. So you can see that, right?
25 now. Yeah, around 35. Yeah.
33, 5. Yeah, 3, 5. And
What is their
so.
response? Sorry, what is their response about my teaching? Are they enjoying, or they are understanding, or is it too fast, or what?
Yeah, they really understand. They really enjoyed it, and especially after your lecture, they just listen to it again.
Mhm.
Um, and some yeah, some members just, yeah, to write down your subscriptions, and yeah, just listen to more. And one is to practice, and the others at the same time to practice English. Actually, we can understand you in the
Mhm.
Dharma meaning, but sometimes we're not so good at English, and we need you to lead us to practice you know, because you repeat the especially 10 defilements, and
Yeah.
in that way we can practice at the same time. I think it works very well for our daily life.
That's good to hear. Okay, that's very good. All right. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now we can start if you don't mind. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can start.
before you start, I would like to do
Mhm.
yeah, some request,
Okay.
because with the request, I think we can be benefited more. So sincerely, we respectfully request our esteemed Dr. Bodhi,
Mhm.
the preacher of the Buddha teachings, to expound upon the profound and wonderful meanings of the Buddha teachings. Thank you so much for your time, your contribution, and your compassion. Thank you again.
Thanks
So
for the yeah.
I will
Thank you.
start to share the screen, and audience reach to 3030. I think
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can see that,
Yeah,
right?
that's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
you
all the best.
please.
Yeah. Let us start. Thanks for that. Let us start. I would go back to, because you know the 10 defilements now. Let us mention the 10 defilements again. Just mentioning, you can go through that in your own, and if you can memorize, if you can remember, would be better. Okay, so
Yeah.
it's going from kama, tanha, rati, raga. So that means, as we said, we all are depending on the outside world, the sources, to get the happiness. But Buddha says, don't go far, because if you are going to attach too much, the result is not that good. We have to suffer. Sorrow comes, sorrowfulness comes in. Therefore, Buddha says, attaching too much is going to make the things worse, and that has been explained in these 10 defilements. If you attach too much, kama, tanha, attaching too much, it will repeat repetitively. It's happening raga, because when you attach too much, the uncomfortableness of the body starts to escalate or increase with notice or no notice. Some people can notice, but some people can't notice what's going on inside. Can't notice because your focus is to get the happiness. So when the focus is to get the happiness, all the things what are happening in the system, or the physical system, or the emotional system, is not there to see for that person. They can't see that, because the intention is to get the happiness. So when somebody is focusing on the happiness, they can't see what's going on in and around of the system. That's the bad part. But Buddha says these are the things happening inside. When I say inside, inside is the physical body and the emotional system, or the emotionally. Physically and emotionally, we are leading to suffering. Who are leading to suffering? We are leading to suffering. Why? Because this process is going along up to Vaira. So it's Kama, Tanha, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Dvesha, Moha, Machariya, Krodha, Vaira. So until it goes up to retaliation, it's very strong situation. So Buddha starts with this. I believe when Prince Siddhartha went out of the palace, the Prince Siddhartha's intention was to figure out or find out why I am getting angry. As a prince, he would have got angry. Not after enlightenment, before that. Before that, Prince Siddhartha was like you and me. Can you understand that?
Oh, is it just like could you repeat that?
I think Prince Siddhartha, why he left the palace. I
Oh
think,
yes,
yeah,
Siddhartha.
yeah,
Yeah, the
Siddhartha, yeah. Prince
Buddha
Siddhartha, yeah.
Shakyamuni Siddhartha. Yes.
Sakyamuni Siddhartha, why as a prince, Siddhartha Gautama went out because he wants to find out why he's getting angry when he was in the palace. Maybe. I don't know.
Yes.
I'm just thinking. So it's free
So,
thinking. Yeah. Buddha says, my teaching is for free thinkers. So you can think freely. So you can figure out why Buddha left, to find out I think Buddha never left to achieve the enlightenment. Buddha went to analyze things and figure out things happening to the Prince Siddhartha as an ascetic. Then eventually, once Prince Siddhartha found everything, achieved the enlightenment. That is how it happened, I think. Because he went on and on and on, and finally Prince Siddhartha achieved the enlightenment, then called Gautama Buddha. So whatever the case may be, this 10 defilements spell out that particular reasoning.
yeah, okay.
Spell out that particular reasoning, because kama, tanha, rati, raga, as I said, the first four, attachment
That's full. Okay.
toward kama, tanha, rati, raga, the first four. So that means kama is likings and disliking towards the worldly sources or objects or whatever you call, people, animals, situations, circumstances going on outside. So attaching to that very, very strongly is tanha. Then the physical system is disturbed, as I said, is repeatedly disturbed, raga. Then that intention started with karma is not changed. So that person is still stick to that intention to get the happiness, that is called lobha. Then when there is an intention, very strong intention, the system get more and more disturbed or distressed. That is called dosha or desha. Then until up to that point, lobha desha, this kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha desha, that person doesn't know this intention of getting happiness from outside world brought me up to this point internally, and internally in my system, physically and emotionally. That person doesn't know. That is called moha. Who brought
Moha.
up
Yes.
who brought up to moha? The kama. Kama brought up to moha through tanha, rati, raga, lobha, dosha. So kama brought up to this particular point of moha. Moha can be explained as ignorance, not knowing what is going on. Don't know why this has happened to me, but it is not noticed in advance to stop it. Then the person goes further, Macharya, then protect that intention more and more. That is called Macharya. Then the entire system is getting disturbed, and the parts of the body, physical body, get compressed, squeezing, warming up, and vibrating. But we can't see that. It is not noticeable. It starts very, very slowly, but it escalates or increases as the time goes on. With that, tanna, rati, raga, so it's going on and on and on. Then krodha comes. Krodha, and that's hatred. Hatred, anger, you name the worst things happening in the physical body. Then the virus sometimes feel like retaliation. It's like, as we say here, tit for tat. If you do this, I'll do that. Something like that. So it's destroying the others, hurting the others, and the person itself. So you have studied that. So I'm just reminding. But Buddha said these things. Why? First, we should know the bad part of life to turn into that life to a good system. You should know the cause. These are all the causes. When you look at the peacefulness as the effect or the result that you are looking for. So you are looking for the peacefulness in your system. To understand the peacefulness, you should know what are the problems, what are bringing the sorrowfulness, what are making my system unhappy. So that is the reason why Buddha preached these 10 defilements. I hope you can understand. I request you to go through these 10 over and over again just to see what is going on in the system.
Yes. Thank you so much for your repetition.
Yeah, thank you. So I didn't start like that at the beginning because it's too much to understand. So now we have got a good understanding. You have gone through that several times, so you can figure out what I'm talking about. Okay, so you can bring all the examples that you have got. So remember that this particular process, depending on the situation, the 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 grade of these 10 or the how strong they are depends on the situation. They can be very weak in some situations. They can be mediate or middle or not that bad. Some situations that can be worse. Can you understand that? So you can have
Yes.
minor situation,
Minor situation,
major situations, and in
major
the
situations
in the middle, not
in the
major,
middle.
minor.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can have any situation. So you can rate it as number 1, 2, 3, 4,
Mhm.
5, 7, 8, 9, 10. If 10 is the worst, 1 is the lowest. So you can rate in that manner, depending on the
Rate them.
yeah, you can rate them 1 to 5, 1 to 5 or 1 to 10 or whatever. So depending on the situation. So there are things you can control. Now this system, once it goes up to 10, the uh, when it goes from karma to vaira or the retaliation, the after doing the damage to the others and the person, him or herself, of course that person come to the normal state of life, but the damage is done. So it's not going to exist for the entire life, but it works, it comes and goes. So one situation, you look at something, no problems, you control. Another situation, looking at the outside, bringing the rupa to create upadana rupa, that upadana rupa might give you a considerable amount of vaira, but you still uh, control that. But there are situations where The attachment is so great, so bad, it'll go up to viral in no time, and that person would do a very, very damage to the other people, bad damage to the other people or the person himself. So it depends on how bad your karma is. So with me?
Yes. Yeah,
So that
yes,
means
yes,
that believe
totally.
me. So it's not for any situation. It's for some situation it's not bad. For some situation it's fairly dangerous. That's what Buddha said. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Now we'll go to the next one. Next one
Next
is
one is
the five hindrances.
okay, 506.
Yeah. So we, again,
Okay, just wait for a moment.
yeah,
Okay, here it is.
yeah, five hindrances. Pancha Nivarna Dhamma. Dhamma is the speed. So because of these five hindrances, always the speed of the system of ours is going to get increase and increase and increase. That is the danger. Dhamma is getting increase in the speed. So in every human being, there is a particular speed at which we are moving forward at a certain speed. That's not certain. It
Mhm.
varies from time to time, depending on
Yes, yes.
what we catch from the outside. So if your system is calm, you get the neutral speed. When you
Yes.
have the neutral speed, you can feel that you are not hurting others, you are not hurting to yourself as well. So if you are not hurting to yourself and if you are not hurting to others, then you are at the right speed. As Buddha said, it's the normal speed, neutral speed. You can say normal speed, neutral speed, peaceful speed, whatever.
Peaceful, normal, no more
Normal,
peaceful, neutral.
neutral, that's the normal speed at which we should live the life. Neutral speed, normal speed,
Speed,
peaceful speed,
peaceful speed.
compassion, yeah, compassionate speed, whatever you can call.
Compassionate speed. Okay.
So
And
all speed, yeah. But
yeah,
whatever speed is above them are not good. Yeah,
speed,
they are
it is
bad.
about them.
Bad for the
Yes.
system, bad for the others. Bad words come from the mouth. Bad actions are created from the system, physically or emotionally. You see?
Emotionally,
Yeah.
mentally, yes.
Yeah, mentally or emotionally. Yeah, that's right. So speed matters in these five. Look at that. Five hindrances. Five
Yeah.
obst- obstacles for calmness. Five things which are preventing the calmness. You can say that, nivarna means five obstacles, five things which are preventing the calmness, and five things which are not allowing the system to attain calmness. So many ways you can explain that, but still it is a hindrance. Hindrance is bad.
Yes. Yes, yes.
It doesn't
So,
want. Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
go.
yeah, may
Yeah,
I ask you a question?
yeah, please.
Yeah, recently we watched a video about the speed. Yeah,
Mm.
everybody, even every item has a speed, and according to the physics study, I think it's very interesting because you explained, yeah, in speed, yeah, in your lecture, and yeah, in this. So in this field, and so is it possible to connect them? the speed, the physics study speed to our Buddha teachings.
Yeah, for physics studies, we learn speed.
Yeah,
Speed is coming through waves. It's a speed. It is going with a speed. Now see, it has got speeds. How the Rupa is coming towards us. That has a speed, right?
yeah,
It can come faster or slowly depending on our attachment to them. If I attachment to
oh,
too much, it will come quickly. Now see, if you look at something, if you want to get the results quickly, it will come fast. If you say to yourself, doesn't matter, there's thing going on, I'm not that interested, but I can still see that. So that speed is fairly low. If you are too much interested, you are eager to find out, you are very interested to find out what is going on, then that thing, the Rupa, will come very fast. So the
yes.
speed changes. Even the sounds coming through the waves, they are also coming at various speeds.
Ah, so wave, yeah, you just mentioned speed and sound. Yeah, both of them come from wave,
Outside,
right?
yes. So they are
Wave.
waves with speeds, various speeds. Now see,
Mm.
what is a disturbing sound? Disturbing sound is a sound which is coming fast onto your ears. What is non-disturbing sound? It is not coming very fast. For example, I don't know, it may or may not be, some people like the very fast sounds. They enjoy that, they dance, dancing and all that. But
Oh,
yeah, people like to have very high speeds to dance. But
yes, yes, yes.
but whatever the case may be, it's coming at different speeds. Some people like very calm speed songs with very calm speeds to enjoy. Calm, calm. It brings calmness to the system. Some songs, people like very slowly going songs. Some people like fast moving, pictures. So all are coming, differently. But when you join with physics, we know higher the speed, higher the damage in some situations. Now,
Oh,
yeah,
higher speed, higher the damage of the item
yeah.
of this situation.
Mm. So if a person goes above the, okay, I'll tell you something interesting because my wife has studied in engineering. We both studied in engineering for PhDs. I am specialized in water. Water,
You're specialized in water, how to use water into
water,
engineering.
the storms, and how to control
Oh,
the flooding and things like flood mitigation. That is what I have
oh,
done.
flat.
Yeah,
Okay.
flooding. And my wife did the roads. How the roads are behaving when the vehicles are moving. The road surface,
Roads, you mean the vehicles on the road. Road?
the road, yeah, ROAD, road, when the vehicles are moving. So when the speed is high, right?
Mm-hmm.
And for example, why people get into all these accidents, the reason is when there is a curve, when there is a bend or a curve, so they want this is the speed you should go, say 80 kilometers per hour or 60 kilometers per hour in this bend, right?
Yeah.
Why? Because that bend is designed for that speed. There's a centrifugal force. I don't know whether you have studied that. Centrifugal
Yeah.
force is
Yes.
if you draw a circle,
Centrifugal
yes,
force. Yeah.
centrifugal force. If you draw a circle to complete that curve, so any
Mm.
curve can be completed with a circle because it has got a radius. So when you are going part of that curve, that is a you know uh, segment of the curve, then when you are going at a certain speed, there is a force towards the center, which will pull the vehicle towards the center. So if you go slowly, according to that, designed or the what you call the designated speed, that centrifugal force is not that high to pull the vehicle towards that direction.
Yes, I can understand it.
Yeah, if you go
Central,
at
central force.
centrifugal force, yes, centrifugal force. Now, if say somebody is going at in a zone where it says 60, that person is going at 80, that centrifugal force is going to get increased by 20 kilometers per hour more than 60, which may be dangerous.
Yeah,
Just
I
imagine,
see that.
yeah, just imagine a person going at 100 kilometers per hour in a 80 zone. That centrifugal force in a bend, that person may end up the vehicle may end up in a tree, somewhere on a tree, going to hit a tree nearby. Why? That centrifugal force will take the vehicle away from the road onto a tree or somebody else or some other vehicle.
Oh,
Or
I see.
so
So, so that vehicle cannot drive in a line, just the center vehicle force, right?
centrifugal
So,
force takes the vehicle away from the road, unfortunately.
yes, yes. Drive it away from the
Yeah,
road.
because
Yes,
some people think the road is there to go at any speed. No, the road is
yes,
not there to go at any speed. The road is there to go at a design speed, a
yes.
designated speed. Then you are safe. If you go anything over that, just imagine going in a road, taking a bend or a curve in a very rainy season, rainy day, or when the snow is there or something like that, then it will
Mm-hmm.
skid. Then it slips and skids because of the centrifugal force. It skids very quickly. So
Yes,
that's how it works, physical. So Buddha says the speed matters because if the speed is higher than the normal speed, it's like, we have been given a normal speed to go along this life. So then there will be no harm to anybody. So if the person is like, if a person is driving on the road at the right speed, no harm to anybody.
yeah, to anybody, and also to itself, himself or
Yeah,
herself.
that person, yeah, that's person, all the people who are in that car or the vehicle, they are safe. So it's like, if you go at the right speed in this life, the neutral speed, that is Dhamma, so our, what is containing, what is we are taking with us. We take our blood and you name the bones, blood, all the organs, they are all safe, like
Yeah.
the people in the car. So I can give that example by bringing physics onto this.
It's easy, and yeah, I think this metaphor is very easy to understand.
Hmm.
Yeah,
That's
otherwise,
exactly right.
yeah, because of that kind, I don't know how to say that kind, the terms of centrifugal
Centrifugal force. Buddha has studied
force. Yeah,
2,500 years ago, Buddha knows what centrifugal force is.
Yes, yes.
That's why
Yeah,
Buddha
because
said,
of that kind of force and
"Hmm,
our inner system, deter. You mentioned deteriorating. How do you say that?
deteriorate." Yeah.
Yeah, deteriorated. Yeah, deteriorated because
Yeah.
that kind of force
Yeah. Now
too
it
too
gets enough. Yeah.
fast.
Yeah. We have to safeguard our belongings. What are the belongings to go along this life? Our belongings are our eyes, nose, all the six senses, the blood, the flesh, all the particles, everything have to be looked after well. If you're going at the right speed, your pressure is good. As I said, your speed matters. So this nivarana, which is not allowing to, I can put it like this way. These obstacles are not allowing us to keep our neutral speed within us.
Yes,
When you say pancha nivarana, I can put it
exactly.
in a different manner. Bringing that speed into the system, we can say this nivarna is not allowing us to stick to our normal speed. What are they?
Yeah.
Chanda. That is, please give the happiness from the outside world, asking for that, or putting a tick, or accepting that. Kama Chanda. So voting for that. Kama voting for that, or ticking that, selecting that karma. Karma is that person is always selecting karma. So when that person selects karma, then the tanna increases, attachment. So kama chanda vyapada. Then it goes from kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desha. So desha is the same as kama chanda vyapada. Vyapada is like desha. So Buddha reduced
Kamachanda.
Kamachanda
Kamachanda.
is like, karma.
Mm-hmm.
I'm comparing the two things that we have studied, 10
Yes.
defilements, and just bring those two together. 10 defilements and 5 hindrances.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes. You did
So
it.
you try to combine them. Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga, Lobha, Desha, up to there is explained by Buddha by bringing 5 hindrances and says Kama Chanda Vyapada by bringing two terms to explain these all 5 or 6
Yeah.
actions.
Yeah,
So we
yeah.
can look at that way. Yeah, that but here is expands at the beginning, then reduced just to figure out how it happens. So we can always figure out how it happens. If you go to the 10 defilements, in 5 hindrances, it's combined together.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can look at in that manner. So you can go this way or that way. If I want to explain how Kama Chanda gives you Vyapada, I had to go to 10 defilements and show that is how it happens. So Buddha has said that. So Kamachanda Vyapada Tina Midda. That means, as I said, Tina one sound, Midda is another sound. I
Pyramid.
can't, as I said, Tina Midda. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop what? This unsatisfactoriness. I can't stop it because I'm attached to it so much. I don't know, I can't stop it. I'm not getting what I want. That's the other one. I can't stop it. I'm not getting the happiness. I can't stop this agony. I can't get the happiness. So that is Thinamidda means two things. I can't get
Ah,
what I want, but I'm going,
ag-
but I'm hoping.
agony. Agony. What does it mean? I
Yeah,
can't get the agony.
yeah.
Agony.
But agony is, it's a. It's a problem. It's a huge problem. It's called
Oh,
agony.
yes, yes. Very
It,
serious problem.
it
Yeah.
disturbs you all the time. Agony. Agony is disturbing, all the time. Agony. Agony is that.
Yes, yes. Thank you
So
so
I can't,
much.
yeah, I can't stop the two meanings are there. I can't get what I want. I'm looking for happiness. It's not there. And I can't stop this. It's giving so much of agony or unhappiness, disturbing the system. So, pyramid. Uddacha kukucha, it increases. Sometimes it decreases, but sometimes it increases. So anything is not going to be, stable. Even if you get now see, it's like this. When you are going to buy something, but what your mind says two things. Either buy it, or don't buy it.
Just, yeah, just choosing,
no matter
selecting.
no matter what you are going to buy in this world, these two thoughts will come to you, these two ideas will come to you. But are the two
Yeah.
ideas? Buy it or don't buy it. Or shout at him or don't shout at him. All these things are happening. Good and bad are working together. But we select the wrong thing because we are ignorant. We are
Ignorant.
moha,
Yes.
moha,
We
moha, moha, moha,
more, Mora,
moha.
Moha,
Moha.
Moha.
Yeah, moha is there because we can't decide because system doesn't help us. Because the system is full of kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobh, all these things. With all these things, so it's not a neutral situation. So with all these things, if you go and try to buy something, you can't make the decision because it will say either to buy it or not to buy it. That is how the system works. It is not our fault. It is not our mistake. But that is how the system works. When you feed all these things, bad things to the system, when we feed the system with, kama, tanna, rati, raga, lobha, desha, moha, all these things, when you feed the system, it behaves in that manner, unfortunately. Can you understand what I'm talking about?
Not so clear about. He just said that we feed the system with the 10 defilements, and then so at last the mind always say
Yeah,
two
it can't
kind
take
of
a decision
situation.
because yeah, it's the real term is it's corrupted. We corrupt the system by doing all these things.
Corrupt.
That's what Buddha says. So it's the corrupted situation, corrupted system can't make the right decision to calm down. That's why Buddha
Yeah.
is warning not to get into these 10 defilements.
Oh, so that's why we always make the wrong decision. Yeah, corruption.
When you make a decision, if it ends up with sorrowfulness or sadness, at the beginning that may be happiness, temporary happiness.
Yeah,
But if it
yeah.
leads to bad results, then your decision is wrong. That's what Buddha says. Buddha is going for the deep situation, very deeply. So we can't stick to that, very often because we are not used to that. We want to be with outside world as much
Oh,
as
that's it. That's the reason. Yes, yes. I got it.
that's a study. So that therefore, this process of 10 defilements are working within at various levels, maybe higher level or lower level. If it is working at a very lower level, no harm done. Then you can make the right decision. But if I'm talking about the worst case scenario. if it is working very strongly, then the person is not in a good mind to take a decision. That's just to tell you that then the hindrances are working very well. So the hindrances are very strong. Kama, chanda, vyapada, tinamidda, uddacha, kuccha, vichikicha. All right?
Yeah, totally got you. Yeah, thank you
Yeah.
so much for explanation.
Yeah.
And I know why.
That
I know
now,
the reason.
yeah. Now, before going to the 10, 5, next one is 5 aggregates of 5 parts of a thought. Let us go to the 10 Sangyojana fetters, because these 5 hindrances are connected to 10 Sangyojana. So
Okay. So,
Kamachanda
the,
Vyapa, Kamachanda
okay.
Vyapa, Kamachanda Vyapada, Thinamidda, Uddachaku, Kutta, Vichikicha. There are 5 there. The first 4 is uh, the first 4 is connected to the Sakkaya Ditti, because as I said, if you join now, see, everything can be joined to a certain extent. So you can join the 10 defilements with 5 hindrances. Now you can join the 5 hindrances with 10 fetters or 10 sanyojan. That's a sanyojan. So when you combine that, the very first 4 items, Kamachanda, Vyapada, Thinamidda, Uddacha, Kuccha, becomes the Sakkaya Ditti, because the second item is Sakkaya Ditti Vichikicha in the Sangyojana. So when you look at broadly, Sakkaya Ditti is nothing but Kamachanda, Vyapada, Thinamidda, Uddacha, Kuccha, because it tallies with, suits with the 5 hindrances.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what we studied. So we discussed that earlier. So Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tiramidda, Uddachakuku is the Sakkaya Ditti. Sakkaya Ditti, Vichikicha. So Vichikicha is we have to live with fear
Vichikicha.
and doubt. Fear and doubt.
Yeah. Fear and doubt. Yes.
To
Much
prevent,
clear.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it's fear and doubt is combined here in, now see, who gives the fear and doubt? Actually, the 5 hindrances are giving fear and doubt. Because
Yes.
five
Yes.
hindrances, to look at the 5
100.
hindrances, they give the 5 hindrances are giving fear and doubt as well. The first 2 of the 10 fetters gives the fear and the doubt as well. Sakkaya Vichikicha. So it's, Buddha has not said too much. Buddha has said the same thing in a different manner. Not
Yeah,
with
I can
different manner.
understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
In
Buddha
a
has,
different view.
yeah,
View.
yeah, different view. Yeah, view is different. So people are looking in different ways, this way, that
Yeah.
way. So Buddha helps to those people. Look at this way, or if you can't look at that way, look
Oh.
at this way. Then if you can't look at that way, look at this way, and so many ways to look at.
Yes, yes. So Buddha adjusts his teaching to people because people has different views, yeah,
Yeah,
perspectives.
people have different abilities to understand. Some people are very strong, some people
Yeah.
are very poor. So what Buddha does was allowing everybody to understand by giving very simple things, simplifying the things, or with the same uh, words or some simple words, or bringing together. Now, see, in the 10 defilements, explaining each and everything, expanding everything, from the beginning to the end. Then, when you go to the 5 hindrances, again, joining that with this, or 5 hindrances, some people can't understand. Then Buddha says, go to 10 defilements and come back. Some people can't understand the 10 fetters or 10 sangyojana. So go to the 5 hindrances and come back to this one to see what Sakkaya Ditya and Vichikicha are.
Yeah.
You with me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sakkaya Vichikicha, Silabbata Paramasa, Kamaraga, Patiga, Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana Uddacha Vidya. So that means if your fear and doubt is there, then to get rid of that, you try every strategy, but you can't. Those strategies are hopeless. That is what it says, Silabbata Paramasa. The strategy is not working because it's a fake strategy. It's a cunning strategy. It's not the right strategy to get rid of that. So
Yes.
getting into the same situation when some Silabbata Paramasa, then the Kamaraga comes. Now see, why Kamaraga comes? Because the Silabbata Paramasa didn't work properly to stop Vichikicha. Now see, when it comes to the Vichikicha, that person uses Silabbata Paramasa. So that doesn't stop Vichikicha. That will bring Kama Raga. So the more and more Kama coming, repetitively. Karma is coming repetitively. Karma is coming, it's going on and on and on. Then the particle comes. Then the system gets disturbed over and again in a different manner. Kama raga is repetitively coming towards karma. Because the person is now in a mess, in a situation where I don't know what to do. That's what Buddha says. Kamaraga, Patiga, Rupa Raga. Now the Rupa is coming from the outside, related to the expected happiness that
Mm.
started with. It's all connected. So
Yeah.
Patiga, Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Uddacha. Then Patiga, Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Ruparaga is Rupa is coming, Aruparaga is Rupa going, coming inwards, going out, coming and going, allowing the other
Oh.
one to come. This one comes, allowing the next one to come because they are coming so fast. Speed
Yes.
again,
Yes.
higher speed because attachment is so powerful. Attachment is so powerful, things are coming and going very fast.
Oh, I
You can't
see.
see. You can't see that. It's going very, very, very fast. It's Ruparaga, 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 Ruparaga. Then it will increase mana. It will increase that speed. Mana is increasing that speed of Ruparaga and Aruparaga within the system. So it's disturbing the entire system. It's working
It
so fast.
increase Mara or it
Mana.
increase what? Mara.
Ruparaga, Aruparaga, speed of Ruparaga, Aruparaga is increasing. That is called mana.
Oh.
The above one is always related, cause and effect. Ruparaga,
Yes.
Aruparaga, when Ruparaga, Aruparaga is taking place, it's taking place very highly. So it's mana, it goes up. Speed goes up. When the speed goes up, mana uddacha. Uddacha means it's going to the extreme, the peak. If it goes to the peak, no control. Mana uddacha avidya. Avidya. Avidya is still within those things, can't get rid of these unwholesome actions, can't get rid of these unwholesome actions which we said earlier. Sakkaya Ditthi, Vichikicha, Silabbata Paramasa, Kamaraga, Patiga, Ruparaga, Aruparaga, Mana, Uddacha. All these 9 elements are there. Believing in those things, that person is believing still. I can get the happiness from the outside world, avidya. Then, when you believe that, here comes the next one, avidya paccaya sankara, that is paticca samuppada. This avidya is taking us to avidya paccaya sankara. Sankara we know what sankara is. It is disturbing the physical system very, very badly. Avidya paccaya sankara, the sankara gives vijnana. So avidya paccaya sankara, sankara paccaya vijnana means now it started to produce thoughts. Earlier it works with ideas and actions, now the thoughts are coming. After actions, thoughts are coming. Now see, it proves, Buddha proves that after actions only thoughts are coming. So therefore, thoughts are not coming before actions. That is why people do an action, and if they have done a wrong action, they confess and say, sorry, I didn't do that. I didn't know that I'm doing that wrongly. I'm sorry. So people destroy others and confess. I'm not a person like that. It is helpless. That person is helpless. Why? All these things are done by Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tinamid, Uddacha, Kukkucha, Vijigicha, Silabbata Paramasa. If you go back to that, Kama, Tanna, Rati, Raga. So if you put all these things on top of these, what we have studied so far, that process is going on in a matter of seconds, 1 millionth of a second. So it's all goes, and here comes the thoughts. Avidya paccaya sankara, sankara paccaya vijnana. So thought is completed. Why? Thought is rupa, vedana, sanya, sankara, vijnana. So the sankara and vijnana are the last two parts of a thought which we studied. I hope you can understand what I'm talking about.
Just now, you said there is a point we need to convince, and some people apologize for what they have done wrong. So why do you say that? At that moment I cannot follow you.
Yeah, that's the action. The action comes. Then
Oh,
the
first
thoughts are
action
coming.
comes. Okay.
Then only you think, the people do wrong things, then think that is a wrong thing. That's the thought comes later. Now, that's the bad part of the system. But we think and do things. No, you can't do that. We do something and think. That is the problem Buddha said. In that, if you look at that last part of Buddha's dawning statement, Buddha said, I went along this particular life period, previous and this. I saw somebody's making this system, and I want to investigate who was doing this thing. All, what Buddha said was, Buddha, investigated all these things. Who is doing these things? The karma. So then finally Buddha, if you look at that, finally what Buddha says is, I eradicated, I stopped the karma to come into my system. Okay?
Yeah.
And then I stopped the sankara. Look at the last two lines of the Buddha statement, which I have sent to you. The last 3 lines, 3 or 4 lines of the entire 3 paragraphs, the last 3 lines, Buddha said, I
I
have
will.
I
Yeah.
have stopped the sankara and vijnana. And I have stopped the sankara from my physical body.
Physical body. Okay.
Sankara is changing, Sankara is, as I said, the physical body get disturbed, all the parts of the physical body. I stopped that. Then what happened was my thoughts stopped. I stopped the thoughts, then I get the concepts only. So my thoughts are Rupa, Vedana, Sanya, Sankara, Vijnana. I stop the Sankara and Vijnana. Now the thought is not a complete thought. It's only three parts only in that thought. But is you can't call that a thought because two parts are missing. I stopped that.
So three parts, one of three parts. It
Only
just
three,
means,
only three parts are there. Rupa, Vedana, Sanya is there. But
oh,
Sankara and Vijnana are not there. I have stopped those two. That's what Buddha says.
okay, got it.
I didn't allow these three to go that further with Sankara and Vijnana. I stopped that. Then what happened? These three parts made concepts. They can't make.
Yeah,
So I stopped thoughts. So Buddha said, you can live the life without thoughts. That means
yes,
people argue, no, we can't live without thoughts. But Buddha
yeah,
said, I'm asking you to stop Sankara and Vijnana, then the thought will stop. Concepts will come in. So you can live with concepts.
clear. Yeah,
Yeah. So
just
Buddha, you some
just concept is
yeah,
either is
just a
clear.
concept, you know. Okay, I have got something to eat, I just eat it. I'm not going to think, oh, I want this again next day, you know, where is the previous one, you know, where is the taste, this, that. No. Good next day you get a different plate of food. So you eat it. That's it. Don't ask about what has happened. Yesterday is gone. Buddha says yesterday is gone. Don't ask about it. It won't come back. Ask won't come
Um,
back.
won't. Yeah.
Don't think about future. It has not come as yet. Think about the present. Live at present. That's the Buddha's advice. Then you won't make thoughts. If you are going to think about the past, millions of thoughts come to your mind. If you think about the future, millions of thoughts will come to your mind. If you live at present, you are not creating thoughts because you are doing what you have to do. Huh?
Easy, simple. Yes.
Just try and see, because if you are not thinking too much about the past, then it can bring all the sad situations that you have encountered in your life. So that has happened, this has happened, you get very sorrowful. So if you think about the future, then you say, I want to do this, that. Then it's struggling to think what to do next, what to do next. You take a piece of paper and write down, I'm going to do this tomorrow, day after. No, that's not come as it. Why bother? You're stressing yourself, Buddha says, with thoughts. So stick to what is there now. Okay?
Yeah. Live at the moment. Yeah,
Live
live
at the
at the
moment
present.
happily, not unhappily. Happily. Be
Okay,
happy.
happily. Okay.
Yes. Eat the food, taste the food, eat the food, talk to the people, be calm, don't get angry. Happy, be happy. If somebody shout at you, just remember
Sound and
what
wave.
Buddha said. He's when somebody is shouting at you, then you say to yourself, he doesn't know what Buddha said. So he's helpless. Sorry. So we have to forgive and forget. That's why Buddha did that. Forgive and forget. Not to
Forgive and
tolerate.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
not to tolerate. No toleration. Buddha said not to tolerate, because if you tolerate, that can come again. Because if you tolerate,
Tolerate.
yeah, if you tolerate,
Tolerate is sometimes there is a force, right?
yeah,
Pressure.
yeah, if you tolerate these Buddha's terms, if you this ideas, not terms. Buddha said, if you are patient or tolerate to something, right? You are tolerate of being patient. That if your patient can, last for a shorter period, it can come up again.
Cannot.
Because there's a limit for your patience.
Yeah,
Some
yeah,
people
yeah.
say, I have a limit for my patience. If you do it again, I'm not going to stop that. People shout at people like that. Because the patience has a limit. Toleration has a limit. But if you forgive and forget, it won't come back and hurt you.
Yes, very interesting. Tolerance has a limitation.
Yes, if you go for limits, then it will come back. Now Buddha says here, look at that. Avidya patya sankara, sankara patya vijnana. So now the system has started producing thoughts and a series of thoughts. Vijnana patya nama rupam. Series of thoughts are coming. Nama is, thoughts. For that, rupa is required. Nama rupacha salayatanang. Six senses are, these poor six senses are coming out and try to work out to help you. For what? To bring sadness, not helping. So the Buddha says you are disturbing the six senses. Nama rupacha salayatanang. Salayatana patya passo, they had to work hard, they had to react to the outside worldly rupa and bring upadana rupa. When upadana rupa have to react, these are all fake elements, fictitious elements. So you are entangled with fictitious elements. This go on. Then the Vedana comes. Vedana patya tanna, then the attachment comes. Then the upadana, being born. The following are being born. Upadana is it's being born. What are being born? Bhava, changing the system. So it's, changing the entire system. Bhava, jati, jara, vyadi, marana. So the existing situation is deteriorating of that person, existing situation.
Deteriorate. How do you explain that word? Deteriorate.
Deteriorating.
Okay, deteriorated.
Yeah, that's all right. Deteriorating. Yeah. Deteriorate and then, or it dies down. It goes away. So it's
Yes.
the existing peaceful person is getting worse and worse. So it's deteriorating.
Deteriorating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's deteriorate, and then every situation is escaping. The previous situation is escaping. The previous life is escaping. Like deteriorating is escaping. It's no more there. Become a entirely different person. You can see if a person is committing a bad action, criminal action, that person is a different person. Buddha says the person with a normal speed cannot commit a criminal act with it should be a huge speed within. So why? It's all combined together. Hatred, anger, uh, ill will, you name conceit. All these things are there, it's English terms. So conceit, ill will, hatred, anger, full of all these things to the extreme. So Buddha says it becomes entirely a different person. So the previous person is destroyed fully, and a new person has come with all these bad elements: anger, hatred, ill will, conceit, you name, everything is there. Then Soka Parideva Dukkha Domanasa, the entire system is spreading with sorrow and crying and shouting after committing that bad action. Then
Yeah.
Dukkha
Totally different. Yeah, totally different.
yeah. Then Samudaya Hoti, then it's going up and up always. Even after doing something bad, that person is prepared to do another action at that instant. Gradually, it will diminish and comes to the normal level. It takes time. By that time, the damage is done. That is what it says. Evame tassa, that person, kevalassa dukkhaskanda, it brings the dukkhaskanda like a mountainous suffering is prevailed in that particular person. Is prevail. You know what prevailing is? It existing in that person's system. Prevailing,
Exist prevailing. It means exist everywhere within the whole
prevailing,
system.
prevailing in the physical system and the emotional or mental
System.
system. Both
Yeah.
prevail. That dukkha like a mount. It's a mountainous suffering. So you can see it started with avidya. It's slowly but surely going along this line, Paticcasamuppada, Avidya Patya, Sankara Patya, Vijnana Patya, Namarupa, and finally come to that situation. So now, tomorrow we are going to look at the thus 10 Punya Kriya, the best ones to get rid of all these things, detachment, as we said yesterday. So we'll look at that tomorrow. Uh, I think you had enough of listening and concentration, so I don't want to tire you anymore. Look, we are tired, I think. So, okay, we'll go to that tomorrow. No problem. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
If you have got any
Yeah.
questions, still ask, no problem.
And the question is, something about the physical study and the speed, the relationship between speed and frequency. So you just
Yeah,
mentioned that the speed we need to keep normal speed and not too high.
yeah, yeah.
So you mean keep it at low level, at
Okay,
low level.
I'll give you an example. Doesn't matter even if it takes some few minutes. Okay, I'll give you a good example. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Your normal speed is different to my normal speed.
Exactly.
I,
So
I'll, I'll tell you why. I'll give you example. Now we say general is the norm is common. It's a norm. N-O-R-M. Norm. What is the norm of
no,
pressure?
what does it mean?
Norm is pressure. Common person. It's a standard. Standard means no. Okay. Standard pressure is what? 130 and 80. That's what the doctor says. 130 and 80. I,
What was that? What's that number?
the pressure of a person, normal
Pressure,
person,
blood
pressure
pressure.
should be 130 and 80. The lowest one is 80 when the heart is relaxing. Blood pressure, sorry, blood pressure. Okay, blood pressure. You are
Okay.
listening. Blood pressure is
Yeah.
130 and 80. When the heart is relaxing, it's 80. When it's working, it's 130. That is what it is, right? That's the
Yeah.
common norm. That's the common values.
Known.
Yeah.
Common sense. Yeah.
No.
Common knowledge.
Yeah. Average. Yeah. That's the normal speed of blood pressure. Now, what do you think about the now? See that when you say common average, people are with all these defilements and this and that. They have got
Mm-hmm.
these. They have decided to put the things on these two extremes. How about Buddha's pressure? Do you think it's 130 and 80? Maybe low. It's not
Lower.
100. Oh, yes, because these for the common people who
Oh
are
yes.
who are dealing with all these kama, tanna, rati, rag. So similarly, what I'm telling is here, your neutral speed is different to my neutral speed because we two are differently brought up to this world. Our system works differently. You know what I mean?
Yeah, surely.
But it may be very. What is the neutral speed? Speed means if your system is not hurting you or somebody else, then you add the neutral speed. That is how we assess. Now, say I am used to shout at people to convince them, but I am not getting angry. I can shout, but I can say although I shout or I speak, speaking up, but my sound is very high, but it doesn't mean that my pressure goes up, my neutral speed goes up. It won't. But there are some monks during Buddha's time, they speak loudly, but that doesn't mean they are angry. So the
I
speed
can,
is different. Speed is
I
different.
can, I
They are
can
neutral.
comprehend. Yeah.
Yeah, so therefore, people are different. People are different, but the calmness is the same no matter what the speed is. They're calm. That's what I'm trying to express here, convince. Okay?
Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So you
I can see. Thank you.
I can't say you, okay, stick to my speed, like be like me. No, you can't do that. No one can be like another person. But the measurement is given Buddha to assess, see whether your system is calm and not hurting others or yourself, then you are at the right speed. I think that helps.
Exactly. Yeah, I think it's yeah, so wonderful your explanation. I can
Thank you.
I can understand it totally. Yes, not from the appearance, from the speech to judge a person who has or
Well, thank
have not defilements. Yes.
you. Very good. Well done. That's the main thing.
All right. Yes, thank you so much. And before ending, I like to do a prayer. Yeah,
Okay, thank
prayer.
you.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Blessed by the Buddha's unparalleled teaching, right? Unparalleled. You use
Yeah,
that word.
yeah, unparalleled. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Blessed by the Buddha's unparalleled teachings, the commenter Bani's leading and instruction, and also two doctors compassionate leading and inspiring. May all beings have the intention to achieve Bodhi and quickly realize their surpassed enlightenment as the Buddha Shakyamuni. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dad. Thank you very much for the wishings and
All
blessings.
the best. All the
Yeah.
best to you and Mrs. Bodhi.
Okay.
Good
Thank you
night.
so much. All the best. Take care. Okay. Good night. Thank you.